Hello dear friends, my name is Brother Sean, or to his friends, Father Ted. This is an invitation for all of our brothers and sisters throughout the world. Brothers and sisters who share one common goal, and that is to live in peace. And when I say live in peace, I mean that we enjoy the benefits of peace. But you and I both know that the world as it stands is in absolute chaos, not because of the God person, but because of the man person who clearly thinks he's better at running things than the Creator. We know that from the centuries of time, man has always tried to outdo his neighbour. Maybe that is fueled by insecurity, or maybe it's just down to pure ignorance. And we know from the biblical story of Adam and Eve, where temptation came, and Adam tried to blame the woman, and the woman was left with egg on her face. But this short video is a request to your heart to see in what way can you and I make practical positive changes to facilitate peace. Because it's my belief that if we plant one seed, a seed of hope, and we water it each day with a positive intention and a simple affirmation or mantra, then that seed will grow, because Mother Earth, the custodian of this earth, together with the nature spirits, Brother Sun and Sister Moon, and the messengers of God, they will facilitate a positive exchange of energy for our thought, our aspiration to become kingdom builders for peace. So my request is to you, to the people of the world, unite for peace. You only have to look at families today in crisis. You look at the young children who end up in young remand homes. And I've met quite a few of them myself personally. And what was so tragic, they are beautiful young people. But they've come from a seedbed of anarchy, crisis, chaos, and pure selfishness. They have never known love. They are filial children. And in their being, they're desperately crying out for acceptance, for love, for recognition, and that they're valued. And they spend the best part of their life looping in and out of institutions because they cannot cope in this chaotic world. They need a framework of simplicity where everything is taken care for them, where they have their laundry done, their food prepared, where they do not have to make decisions. Is this the future generation that we, our ancestors, our forefathers, our parents and grandparents, struggled so hard for in 2 world wars? To leave this as a legacy for us? No. But where have we gone wrong? I think the time has come to follow in the example of Queen Elizabeth, who went against all the odds to Ireland to offer an olive branch, not only as the monarchy of the Commonwealth, but as the head of the Anglican Church, the religious head. But she went nonetheless, aged 85 years old, taking on board the itinerary that would have left a younger person exhausted. And what a courageous woman Queen Elizabeth is. She puts to shame many statespersons, she really does. But she went, and she was an example for the rest of us to swallow our pride and to make a positive step forward as a kingdom builder, as a peacemaker. Now, you're probably thinking, hey, you look a bit odd. Well, I am, I suppose, because I'm an enclosed Franciscan monk, an independent Catholic Christian Franciscan, who stepped aside from dogma, control, and all that nonsense. And I embrace God, the one supreme God, a loving God who made this universe and offered it to us as a free gift. And though I spent many years chasing my tail, and for many of those years I too lived in crisis, coming from a dysfunctional Irish Catholic family, but thank God, with good friends around me, I've been able to self-heal and bury a lot of my unresolved issues by looking at them, by naming them, shaming them, by claiming them as my own and not blaming another, and then releasing them with love to God, and removing from my heart all bitterness, bitterness towards those who abused me, bitterness towards those who misunderstood me, bitterness to those who really didn't recognize my gifting as a child of God. So yes, what Queen Elizabeth did in Ireland is a blueprint for all of us to adopt. And we know from the great spiritual teachers, the Dalai Lama, His Holiness the Dalai Lama, a man who's committed to non-violence. I watched a documentary last night on the new political leader representing the Dalai Lama for the freedom of our Buddhists, brothers and sisters in Tibet. And it made sense. And we know that there's a lot of political incorrectness and a violation of human rights. And I ask myself, where are the people of the world? They've become indifferent to the needs of their brothers and sisters in Tibet. Where are the religious leaders? They've become indifferent too. Shouldn't they be rallying round the injustices that are being done here? And I think the reason why there's been a lack of support from all mankind, from society and from religious groups, is that people are saving face, keeping up appearances, not wanting to get embroiled in the next door's washing. Well, I think the time has come for us to go into our quiet time and ask our heart before a loving God, am I behaving in a way that is alien to my belief? My prayers are very simple. I follow in the footsteps of Jesus, the barefoot Galilean. I don't do the Catholic religion of all that fear and guilt. I did for 50-odd years and it destroyed me. I'm simple now. I'm inspired by the teachings of Francis and Sri Chimoy, Teresa of Avila, Therese of Lisieux, Bernadette Soubirous and Mother Teresa of Calcutta, even the late Pope John II, Archbishop Romero, Martin Luther King, Gandhi. These are men and women who inspire me to be a peacemaker. So my request is not to your head, because the head keeps us in fear and crisis. My request is to your heart, that beautiful heart that was created by God, and all that we've inherited is as a free gift. So keeping up appearances don't wash with God. But what does matter is that we rally the troops and that we become kingdom builders for peace, and that we do our best to stand with the marginalized in our society. This is a rallying call to religious leaders and to all faiths and none, and brothers and sisters around the world. Let us unite for peace. Namaste. Shalom. Inshallah.